Now, I would like to introduce Professor Fatih Habashi. Professor Emeritus of Extractive Metallurgy at ULaval University in Kazakhstan. He holds a BSc degree in Chemical Engineering from the University of Cairo, a doctoral technical degree in Inorganic Chemical Technology from the University of Technology, Wien. His research was mainly directed towards organizing the unit operations in extractive metallurgy and putting them into a historical perspective. Habashi was guest professor at a number of foreign universities, authored a number of textbooks on extractive metallurgy and its history, and edited Handbook of Extractive Metallurgy in 4 volumes in 1997. Some of his books were translated in many languages. He is a member of a number of editorial boards of extractive metallurgy journals and chairman of the Historical Metallurgical Committee of the Metallurgical Society of the Canadian Institute of Mining, Metallurgy and Petroleum. Now, I would like to invite Professor Habashi to present his first presentation. Please, Professor.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I am very happy to be here in Turkey. I'm very pleased to see that the young people are organizing such activities. I was born in Egypt, but I left many years ago because of the political situation. And now we see that there is a change taking place all over the Middle East. I have been in Canada for many years, and I was teaching in Montana School of Mines. So I come from Quebec City, ULaval University. And you may wonder what ULaval University means. It is named after Bishop Francois de Laval, who came from France to New France in the 17th century to found the first school in Canada. The school was a seminary, that means to graduate, to teach theology, to graduate priests. And then, as you may know, the New France was conquered by the British. There was a competition between the British Empire and the French Empire at that time. And Quebec became part of the British Empire. And in 1852, during the reign of Queen Victoria, the seminary was elevated to a university, and we celebrated 150 years foundation of the university some years ago, and Post Canada issued a stamp to commemorate this event. Quebec City is on the east corner here of Canada, at the mouth of St. Lawrence River. And here is the St. Lawrence River. It is a beautiful city. The building you show here was the seat of the governor of New France, but it burned many times and was reconstructed. It is now a big hotel, and you see here the boats. We receive about 10 cruising ship every week. So it is a touristic city, and I hope to welcome you one day in our city. We have a severe winter, very much snow, and sometimes snowstorms, but the city is well prepared to remove the snow immediately. So this shows our university campus. It moved 3 times, and this is a new campus. Was constructed in 1960, but gradually increasing in size. I started my trip on Monday at noon from Quebec City to Montreal, from Montreal to Zurich, from Zurich to Istanbul, and finally to Trabzon. It was a long trip, 13 hours flying time and about 10 hours waiting in airports. This is my 4th trip to Turkey, and I hope it will not be the last one. I always present this slide for young students to tell them that the process of learning is not only to read books. You have to see a text in front of you. You have to hear a presentation and then read about the text and the presentation at leisure. And the picture is better than 100 words. That's why I put so many pictures in my books, because sometimes you remember names, you remember things, but always a picture may stick in your mind. Historical background is very useful, and I encourage you, especially the young people, to know about the history of their profession, because science and engineering was made by human beings, exactly like you, and knowing about these achievements is worthwhile. Knowledge must be well organized, so you have to not only study, but you have to also organize your knowledge so that you can record it easily in the future. I saw these pictures. I'm not a stamp collector, but I find that stamps are a very good way of communication because they are everywhere, and we see it all the time. And I see that you have here a picture of stamps, antimonite and permanite and other minerals, and I encourage you to print more stamps about mining industry, because this will attract young people to study this profession. As my friend Dennis mentioned, I edited the handbook of extractive metallurgy. It's the first handbook on extractive metallurgy, and it was authored by 250 metallurgists and chemists. And then I wrote these 4 books, Principles of Extractive Metallurgy, long time ago at Moscow, because the first 2 books, in fact, started when I was a postdoctoral fellow, and after obtaining a doctorate, it would be good to spend some time reflecting on your work and to be free and go to libraries, and that's why I encourage again the young generation to spend some time as a postdoctoral fellow. The payment is usually less, and people usually prefer to go directly to work in industry and earn money, but experience with postdoctoral fellowship is rewarding. And here are some books also that the first one here was the American Chemical Society asked me to write a text for the chemists about metallurgy, extractive metallurgy, and it was recorded on cassette, and now it is digitalized on a CD. The idea was to have a group of engineers listening to the presentation, and each one has the book in his hand. The book only gives the flow sheets and diagrams, and we say, turn to figure so and so, and we discuss it in the cassette. The methods from ORS was the first course I gave to freshman students in our university. It started, in fact, when I was in Montana teaching. And kinetics, also I started in Montana because there was great emphasis on teaching thermodynamics and very little on kinetics, and I felt that kinetics is as important, if even not more important, than thermodynamics. Pollution, pollution problems in the mineral industry was an 8 hours course, which I was asked to give to the whole university at ULaval. This course was open to all the students from the university. We have faculty of engineering, agriculture, forestry, and so on. They participated. I gave only 8 hours on mining and metallurgy, but my colleagues gave other lectures on different aspects of pollution in different industries. Pyrometallurgy is a revised edition of the volume 3 of extractive metallurgy, and hydrometallurgy is also a revised edition of volume 2. And I will tell you that hydrometallurgy was translated in Farsi, in Russian, and in Chinese, and also in Vietnamese. The extractive metallurgy problems and the progress of the problems was some sort of an autobiography, technical autobiography during this period of 40 years when I was working in the metallurgical industry and teaching. Many changes took place. Reverberatory furnace was abandoned. New methods of steelmaking, like the open house method, was abandoned, and new technology was introduced. And that's why I put this together as a reflection of what happened during a period of 40 years in the metallurgical industry. Then finally, the history of metallurgy is a collection of articles I edited from handbook, from the, not handbook, from History of Technology. It was published by Oxford University Press, and it's a very useful introduction to extractive metallurgy.